joining me in the Room podcast to talk about his MMA middleweight debut at Cage Titans 58 on March 18th is Colin Superman Robinson. What's up, my friend? Thanks for giving me some time today.
Yeah, man, absolutely. Once again, thank you for always having me on. I appreciate all you do for not only myself but all the New England fighters. So yeah, man, it's always a pleasure to talk with you, Steve. The bigger question is, how are you doing today, man?
I'm
You doing
doing
good
really
today?
I'm doing really good, man. I had the day off. I slept really good, and I'm getting to talk to a young stud who's going to be entering the cage as a professional for the first time, man. Let's talk about it, buddy. It's been a long journey. A couple of fights fall through in between as far as an amateur, but now you're taking that step and you're fighting for the first time MMA in New England, bro. And as a pro, what's going through your mind? How you feeling about it?
Yeah, man. Obviously super excited and just ready to do this. Obviously, if you talk to my coach and everything like that, I've been wanting to turn pro ever since I had my first fight. I've always been wanting to do this, turn pro. But as everyone knows, there's more to this process. There's more to growing. There's more to this journey than just turning pro, finding fights, and going for it. It's a process. You have to grow and learn and take some lumps, learn some things the hard way and stuff like that. And there's ups and downs. So I'm super excited. And like you said, some things unfortunately fell through. It was tough finding some fights. Some things didn't line up, but at the end of the day, we're ready for this, and I'm ready to make that jump, and it's going to be one heck of a show. I'm very excited.
Well, all your MMA fights were out of New England. Your first three, I believe, were for the same company, Valor in Tennessee. You actually walked away with their middleweight amateur belt. Now you're coming here in New England. What's that feeling like to actually get to perform in front of your crowd now?
Yeah, no, I'm super excited. Like you said, obviously my first three were in Tennessee, then the next three were in Amsterdam for Worlds, and so I haven't really gotten that chance. And then when we came back for the Le Mans fight for the Cage Titans middleweight Muay Thai title fight, to be able to finally kind of get the feel of what Cage Titans was like, and then obviously to be able to fight in front of my home crowd just then, and now with the anticipation of it finally being an MMA fight, it makes it even more sweeter. And so I can't wait. And obviously Plymouth Memorial Hall is insane. That venue is it's different, man. It really is. You have to, once you're there, it's just it's totally different. You can see it on video cameras, you can see all the posts that they do, but when you're finally there and feeling the energy, it's crazy, the environment that they bring.
Well, my friend, you haven't fought MMA in New England, but you have fought Muay Thai in New England and in that same Cage Titans cage. So you have fought in front of a crowd, but you haven't been able to show all your skills in there. And this time you are unleashed as a pro, 5 minute rounds, elbows, knees, everything going in there, man. How's the training been getting ready for the 5 minute rounds and being able to use all those tools in there?
Yeah, no, training's been going great. We've been putting in a lot of work for this camp, and we do that every single time, every camp, no matter what. Even in off season, the training just intensifies a little bit more, and we just a little bit more specific details here and there. But one thing I'm very thankful for was taking that Muay Thai fight because we did have a fight where you could throw elbows, you could throw knees. Obviously, not to the face in the amateur fight, but we're still able to throw elbows, and kind of being aware of that, my last fight kind of has made this transition a lot more, a little bit easier to understand. Okay, knees can come at this certain level, elbow can come at this level. So, definitely very excited. And then 5 minutes for the 3 rounds is going to be awesome. A lot more time in the cage, and it's a little bit of a smaller cage. So, there's going to be nothing but fireworks coming in this fight for sure.
Well, you're taking on a veteran here. I mean, Tommy Lee Davis, he only has three pro fights, but he's been around a long time. He's had many fights fall through for this guy, a lot of fights ready to make it that walk, and then they just fell through. He's finally making his way back to the cage. He hasn't fought since 2019. What do you know about him? And how did this matchup come about?
Yeah, absolutely. So Tommy, I've seen his name all the time, always around because, like you said, right when I first started, he was basically already making his pro stuff, and then the pandemic happened, and then he kind of just did not. things like you said fell through and everything like that. And listen, I give kudos to anyone in this game. Life happens, stuff happens. So, who knows obviously what was really going on, but he's a game fighter. He's a big, strong, athletic guy. He's very skilled. He likes very good. He's a very detailed fighter. He's very solid on the feet. He comes from a well camp. I believe he's from Sitnatong. So he comes from a great, strong camp. He's a good striker, good overall athlete as well. So he brings it every time, and that's the fights we want. We don't want any fights that this is a easy tune-up fight. No, like we want the tough guys, and 185 starting to come a little bit more alive in New England, and so we want to be right there with the top of the best. And so Tommy's a great challenge, and I'm very excited to share the cage with him.
Yes, it's a very intriguing matchup. You making your pro debut. This will be his fourth fight. But like I said, he hasn't fought since 2019. We don't know. I mean, Tommy's a whole new fighter now. You know what I mean? It's been a few years. So what are you expecting from him? I mean, I've been to all his pro fights. He's been through a couple of really grueling fights there. He shows a lot of heart in there. What do you see out of Tommy as far as in that cage and what you have to overcome from him?
Yeah, absolutely. He's a very unorthodox striker. He really likes to, excuse me about that. He really likes to keep his distance. He's very poised. He understands the game. He understands his control of range and everything like that. So he's a game fighter, and like you said, he has a ton of heart. He's willing to take shots, give shots, and he's gone through some really grueling fights. So, and when you go through those fights, you only grow. You only grow, whether it's a loss or a W. You grow throughout those experiences. So, I'm expecting the best Tommy Lee Davis, and that's what I want. I want the best Tommy Lee Davis because that's only going to get me better and get everyone else better around me. So, we want the best Tommy Lee. We want the best performance from him. And so we're excited to share the cage with him. And, both of us go toe to toe, and it's going to be one hell of a fight.
Well, my friend, I know your last fight was Muay Thai. This is MMA, and where do you get your groundwork? I know you are out of Team Link and Worcester Muay Thai there, but as far as you getting your ground game, your jiu-jitsu, wrestling, and all that other stuff, where do you go to get that work?
Yeah, so I have a few buddies that obviously I roll around with wrestling, and then also when we're at Team Link, we're still doing our groundwork, live goes, everything like that. So even though we're a Muay Thai gym, we're able to make a few exceptions for me being the MMA guy, and some of my Muay Thai friends and teammates do not like that. Aaron Ortiz specifically. Aaron hates that he sometimes has to do some MMA stuff with me, but he secretly loves it and everything like that, and he's getting ready for his upcoming fight next weekend in Missouri for a kickboxing, I believe 9-round or 10-round title fight. So he's getting ready for that. So yeah, we make the MMA work at Team Link for sure.
Well, my friend, you fought on some big stages. I mean, you went to Tennessee, out of New England, into their ballpark, won 3 fights and their title. Then you went overseas, fought for the Gamma MMA amateur world title there. You came up short, but you fought a dude that was way more experienced, than you in there. How was that experience going overseas and being able to perform in front of the world, basically?
Yeah, no, that was the one of the that I still to this day, that was one of the craziest life experiences I've ever had. Just being able to go travel and then also on top of it, go and compete. It's one thing when you go and travel to another world, another country, and everything like that. It's a whole different world out there. Everything's different, and then on top of it, you got to train, you got to get ready to fight, you got to cut weight. And so that was already a great learning process. And then on top of it, going out and actually fighting top of the guys. We fought Poland on Friday. Well, guess what? Greece was Saturday, and then Sunday the finals. Oh, it's I believe he was 7-0 as a pro as well. So at the time you're maybe a little upset, like, man, only if I fought an amateur, only if I fought that guy, I could have won. But in the grand scheme of things, like we talked about, there's bigger things to look forward to, and it only helped my growing process and my journey in a great way. So I'm thankful for that opportunity because it taught me a lot of things. It showed me, oh, this is how a pro can do this. This is how they handle themselves. And it's just, it's more cage time. And so I'm super thankful for that opportunity. And it only got me better. Once again, it really did. And so I'm thankful for that fight, that opportunity, and everything that come from it. Maybe one day we'll get it back. We're not sure, but at the same time, it is what it is. You just got to move on. And especially in this game, you have to, your highs can't get too high and your lows can't get too low. It's right around. You got to flip the switch. You win a fight, great. There's another one to win.
Excellent, my man. Well, there's another one to win on the 18th, my friend. You've been in that cage before, but as we said, it was Muay Thai. Cage Titans is growing daily as far as the media, what they're doing as far as a promotion to support the fighters, to get you on the bigger stages and then bigger eyes, man. Is there any nerves going in there? You're making your pro debut. This really counts now. You know what I mean? Is there any nerves walking in there as far as your second time?
I wouldn't even say, like nerves, honestly, because at the same time, it's like, we all get nervous. There's nerves, throughout the whole process. Oh, am I gonna make weight? Am I gonna be the best I'm gonna be? Am I gonna do this? But then as the closer you get, you kind of just, like, excuse my language, but you don't give a fuck. You're just ready to go send it. At the same time, I'm ready to go test myself and see where I stand as far as the top middleweights in New England go. And we're gonna find out. And that's the beauty of it. And so, as much as, yeah, oh, it's my pro debut. It's just another fight, a little bit longer, a little bit, a little bit less rounds. My Muay Thai fight was 5 rounds. This is 3 rounds, but 5 minutes. But at the same time, it's just another fight. And sometimes I think guys definitely get too excited, like, oh, it's my pro debut. I gotta do this. I gotta do that. It's another fight. It's another day walking in. We're doing our job. It's a business trip. Walk in, see if we get the job done, and let's test it.
There you go, my friend. Well, this is a day-night doubleheader. Are you on the night portion or are you in the afternoon portion of the card?
So I am on the night portion. We are officially on the night portion. We thought it was originally day, and then it was like it might be night, and so we are on the night card for sure. So the night card is locked with us. Yeah.
Are you the only Team Link guy or anyone that you train with that's going to be on the card? Because I know they have Muay Thai fights. Was there any talk of maybe one of your guys you train with getting a Muay Thai fight there, or is it solely you walking in there?
Yep. So it would just solely be me. We do have a few more guys that are looking to compete and everything like that. They might end up being around maybe the no boundary card, and also there's a few more Muay Thai tournaments coming up. So it just didn't really fit the timeline. So yep, I'll be the only fighter. And then the week before will be Aaron Ortiz in Colorado for the World Qualifiers, and then obviously the Missouri fight as well. So yeah, Aaron's busy. Then it's me, and it's just usually how it goes for Team Link. When one of us fights, there's another one fighting right after.
Yeah, you guys are busy in the no boundary ring there. I know you got some killers there that I believe hold titles and have knockouts in there and great fights, man. So you're around some crazy training partners, and I think past interviews, during COVID and all that, you had the specific couple of guys that you were getting ready with, and it seems it paid off, man. I mean, even though we're a couple of years out from there, you're making your pro debut. You won your Muay Thai amateur title there, and now you're fighting basically a dude. I would imagine this is going to be kind of Tommy's. Maybe it'd be Tommy. Who you think's going to be like the favorite here? Not on paper, but fan favorite.
Yeah, I'm not. Honestly, I know We're bringing a lot of people. We're bringing Worcester. We got Cape Cod. Obviously I was born in Mashpee, so I have the Cape Cod connection. I have a lot of those people coming out, and I do have a lot of friends all around Massachusetts just from making connections. But I know he's got a lot of support as well, and that's what I love about this fight is it's two top guys. That's when you're fighting someone that has a lot of respect when others are posting about him. I'm excited to see him fight. And so that makes me excited that people are excited to go see Tommy fight because now it's not only they're going to catch his eyes, they're going to see me and they're like, oh, this kid brings it as well. And it's only going to make us both better. So this is going to be a very interesting fight. And, I'm not really sure who they're going to pick as favorite or who they're going to cheer for more. I've already gone into people's environments at the same time, and, going to Tennessee, going to the home crowds. And also I fought in the Worlds where it was, kind of just like a UFC Apex where it's very quiet and you could hear the corners, you could hear all the crinkles in the mat. So I'm ready for whatever.
Excellent, my man. Well, a couple more questions before I let you give your shout outs and stuff and get back to training, man. What do we expect to see out of you? I mean, your last fight was a Muay Thai fight, unanimous decision against a game opponent in Lamont Payne. What do we expect to see out of you this time performing in MMA?
Yeah, absolutely. Look for everything, man. I believe in this game. You can't be too how would you say? You can't be too focused on one area. You got to take it where the fight goes. If it goes to clinch, it goes to clinch. If it's a stand up battle, it's a stand up battle. If it goes to the ground, it goes to the ground. If it's a boxing fight, it's a boxing fight. You gotta be able to adapt. You gotta be able to adapt. And I'm bringing the best me. That's one thing for sure. And my stand up's only getting better. My ground game's only getting better. My confidence is only getting better. My game's only getting better. Cardio's only getting better. Everything's only getting better. So you can expect to see the best Colin Robinson, and that's all I'm focused on. Best Colin Robinson.
Excellent, my man. Well, it is March, kind of beginning of the year. Are you looking to stay busy as far as this coming year as a pro? I mean, you come away with a victory. Are you looking to stay, maybe a couple, 2, 3 months, get in there, stay busy this year?
Yeah, definitely. I would love to stay active and everything like that. I want to be able to fight at least 3 to 4 times this year. So, it's just about obviously finding the right matchups and basically just make sure we're in the right spots, the perfect setup and everything like that. Obviously Lars, my manager, he deals with all that stuff, the matchmaking, and then on top of it, my coach too. So, I just have the easy part. I get to show up, train, fight, and that's it. So, they make my life a lot easier. So if they feel it's ready, I'm always ready to fight. So, yeah, no, I definitely want to stay active just because now 185 starting to really starting to boil up. CES has a big title fight. Tim Karen versus Frank Collins for 185. So, it's nice to see there's a little bit more 185 going around just because it's a little bit of I wouldn't say it's a little weaker in numbers compared to 155 and 145 for New England because 155 and 145 for New England, it's like murderers row. It's crazy.
Well, my friend, last question here. Who's going to be in your corner? Who's going to be helping you out and, controlling what goes on in there for you?
Yeah, absolutely. So for corner, one man for sure will be Ibre Race. He's my main guy. Ibre is he's our voice. You need a voice in there to be able to hear and understand and who knows you inside and out and knows you better than yourself, arguably. And so Ibre will be in my corner, and I'll most likely have Matt Nagrati and Aaron Ortiz as well. And then if my brother's up for it, for more support, I'll be having my brother in there as well. He was in my title fight against Tristan Scarborough down in Tennessee and everything like that. So he's been in my corner, but regardless, he'll be there, whether it's in my corner or it's in with my mom. So we'll see.
Excellent, my man. Well, congratulations, bro, on taking that next step, that professional step, and fighting a really, really game opponent here that's going to have eyes all over it, bro. Everyone's interested, see what Tommy's bringing in after his layoff, and everyone's interested to see what Colin Robinson can do as an MMA pro, man. So congratulations on this big step and the opportunity.
Thank you, man. No, I'm super excited, and like you said, Cage Titans does an amazing job of promoting for fighters for all their cards. They do such a great job. So super excited to fight for them, and on top of them giving me the chance to make my pro debut because at the same time, they gotta accept you. They gotta want you to be there and everything like that. So the fact that they see value in me and bringing multiple people there, bringing eyes and putting on a show, that's all that matters. So I'm very thankful for the opportunity because you don't get many opportunities, especially making your pro debut. So very excited about that. And so thank you, the Cage Titans, and obviously thank you to you for having me on today and everything like that. No, seriously, it's really cool to be able to do these things, and you don't want to take them for granted because this game goes by fast and a lot of things can happen. So it's really cool what you do for all these fighters in New England, whether it's a 0-0 versus 0-0 or if it's 1-15 versus 1-0. It doesn't matter the matchup. You always give guys the chance to speak their story, and that's what we're here to do: speak our story, put on shows, and grow as fighters. So huge props to you for doing that as well, Steve.
Oh, thank you, man. I love it. I love talking to kids like you, making their way up the game, man. So it's great listening to your journeys, man. And we'll definitely get a word after, figure out what's going on next for you, man. But congratulations all the power to you that night, man. I'll be watching. I'll be doing a fight companion from here. I'll be, calling my own play-by-play with my excitement behind me. So, my man, last question. Last question. Shout outs, sponsors, thank yous, social media, anything like that. Throw it out there, and I'll let you get back to getting ready for this big, big opportunity.
Yeah, absolutely. Huge shout out to one of my big sponsors, Sweet Heel. They just came on, and obviously everything Jeremy does, all the product he sends me to help me get through fight camp and recover. It's the best product. Anyone interested in basically improving your recovery, lifestyle, anything, go find out sweetheels.com. Reach out to Jeremy. He's awesome. He'll hook you up. He's a great dude and a great company. So super thankful for them. Obviously, shout out to New England MMA and then Full Contact Management, my management team. Everything you guys do for me, can't thank you enough. And then huge shout out to Team Link. Super excited. Aaron Ortiz next weekend fighting for the title, kickboxing title. He's going to bring that home. And then the World Qualifiers. Man, Aaron Ortiz is a name everyone needs to start recognizing. So big props to him, and he's gonna do big things. And then thank you to obviously all my training partners at Team Link and everything like that. Thank you to my friends, family. I'm gonna have a lot of my friends from RNF Fitness, the gym that my fiance and I own. We're gonna be packing the house with a lot of people. And then lastly, Mom, I love you so much. Mama's boy at heart. Love you. And then CVS, you still suck.
I forgot about that. That's awesome, my man. Hey, again, bro, thanks for the time, man. And we'll be watching what goes on the 18th. Have a ball in there, bro.
Absolutely, brother. Thank you so much, Steve. Enjoy the fight companion. Remember, don't get anything from CVS. Walgreens all day, man. Seriously, Walgreens.
All right, my man. We'll see you in a few weeks.
All right, Steve. Have a good one, man.